Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rafat, a pediatric neurologist practicing in Gurgaon and Delhi. Today is 17th November, which is celebrated as National Epilepsy Awareness Day, and in this video we'll learn more about epilepsy and seizure management. There is a continuous electrical activity which is going on inside the brain. Any disruption of this activity can lead to a seizure. Now, multiple or repeated seizures without any provoking factor like fever, infection and trauma can be labeled as epilepsy. Epilepsy can be caused by birth insult or birth injuries, congenital developmental malformations of the brain, congenital or acquired infections of the brain. Various causes like genetic and metabolic causes are also there. These are easier to identify, but some seizures can present very subtly. Like some children or mainly young infants can present with shock-like movements or jerks of the body. Irritability, excessive crying, sleep disturbances, change in behavior of the child, becoming very hyperactive or withdrawn, falling school grades, or inconsolable laughter or crying episodes can also be a symptom of seizure. So any child having these symptoms should be evaluated by a pediatric neurologist. The management is divided into two parts. One is identifying the cause of the epilepsy or seizures, and second is management with seizure medication. The most important and the foremost thing is witness account. That is an account from a person who has seen the child seizing, who can describe the features to the doctor so that the doctor can identify the type of seizure and whether it is a seizure or not. EEG and MRI can be used to aid the diagnosis. Other specialized tests like metabolic and genetic tests can be done. Treatment is divided in two parts, which is seizure first aid or emergency management and long-term anti-seizure medication. Now talking about seizure first aid, as soon as the child has an attack of seizure, has to be placed in recovery position, meaning putting a pillow or a rolled blanket beneath the head and turning the child sideways. Do not restrain the child, do not force open the mouth or put any object in mouth. Do not give anything orally till the child is completely conscious. Time the seizure and use emergency medicine, which is midazolam nasal spray, if the seizure is more than 3 minutes. If the seizure does not subside with midazolam nasal spray, rush to the nearest emergency for further management. The long-term management with anti-seizure medicines should be decided by a pediatric neurologist by a careful examination, history taking and detailed investigations. Treatment depends upon the type of seizure, age of the child and various other factors. Various medicines and newer medicines are used in the treatment of the epilepsy and are very safe. Many children are well controlled on medications. The children who do not respond to medication or have drug refractory epilepsy can be offered ketogenic diet. There are other procedures like vagal nerve stimulation and epilepsy surgery which can be considered in certain patients. First and foremost is to remove the stigma around epilepsy and let the people around know that the child suffers from this seizure disorder. Letting the school know, close family members know about it. Learning seizure first aid. Everybody in the family and the school should be well versed with seizure first aid and precautions during emergency. Safety equipments like headgears, protective headgears should be used during high-risk activities like cycling, skating, climbing, etc. Swimming is prohibited in children who have repeated attacks of seizure, though children who are well controlled can do supervised swimming. Epilepsy badge mentioning the name of the child, contact number of the parent or the caregiver and other useful information should be there with the child. It can be very helpful. Let's all educate ourselves and remove the stigma around epilepsy. Epilepsy is largely a treatable disorder. Children and adults with epilepsy can enjoy equally as any other individual with some caution. So let's learn, increase our knowledge about epilepsy and grow as a stronger community to support people living with epilepsy. Thank you.